Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Srimad Bhagavatam, 8th canto, chapter 7, text 30. Chhayato dharmurmisur visargo netratrayam satto rajastamansi sankhyaatmano shastra krutvastavikhya Chandamayo Deva Rishi Purana. Translation by Srila Prabhupada. O Lord, your shadow is seen in irreligion, which brings about varieties of irreligious creations. The three modes of nature, goodness, passion, and ignorance, are your three eyes. All the Vedic literatures, which are full of verses, are emanations from you because their compilers wrote the various scriptures after receiving your glance. No purport. Next verse. Nate giritra khidalo kopala virincha vaikuntha surendra gamyam jyotih param jatra rajastamascha sattam na jad brahma nirastavedam. Translation by Srila Prabhupada. O Lord Girisha, since the impersonal Brahman effulgence is transcendental to the material modes of goodness, passion and ignorance, the various directors of this material world certainly cannot appreciate it or even know where it is. It is not understandable even to Lord Brahmā, Lord Viṣṇu, or the King of Heaven Mahendra. Purport by Srila Prabhupada. The Brahma Jyoti is actually the effulgence of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, as stated in Brahma Samhita 540. Jasya prabha prabhavato jagadanda koti kotishu asesa vasudhadi vibhutti bhinnam tad brahma niskalanganantang asesa bhutam govindam adi purusham tamam bhajami. I worship Govinda, the primal Lord, who is endowed with great power. The glowing effulgence of his transcendental form is the impersonal Brahman, which is absolute, complete and unlimited, and which displays the varieties of countless planets with their different opulences in millions and millions of universes. Although the impersonal feature of the absolute is an expansion of the rays of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, he does need to take care of the impersonalists who enter the Brahman Jyoti. Krishna says in Bhagavad-gītā, 9th chapter, Maya tatam idam sarvam jagat abhyakta murtina. In my impersonal feature, I perfect this entire universe. Thus, the abhyakta murti, the impersonal feature, is certainly an expansion of Krishna's energy. Mayavadis who prefer to merge into this Brahman effulgence worship Lord Śiva. The mantras referred to in text 29 are called Mukhani Panchopanishadas Tabesa. Mayavadis take all these mantras seriously in worshipping Lord Śiva. These mantras are as follows. Tat Purushayo Vidmahi Santaye Mahadevaya Dhimahi Vidyayi Tanno Rudra Pratisthāyi Prachodyato Dhruti Aghorebhyascha Tama Atha Ghorebhyo Moha Aghorebhyo Rakshya Aghoratrebhyo Nidra Sarvebhyo Sarva Vyadhi Sarva Sarvebhyo Mrityaye Namaste Astu Khyudha Rudra Rupebhyas Trishna Vāmadevāya raja, Jyesthāya swaha, Shreshthāya rati, Rudraya kalyāni, Kālāya kāma, Kala vikarnāya sandhyani, Bala vikarnāya kriya, Balāya vruddhi, Balachāya, Pramatthānaya dhartri, Sarvabhuta dhamanāya Brahma Brahmayi, Manaha Sosinihi, Unumanaya Jura, Sadhya Jatam Prapadyami Siddhyayi, Sadhya Jataya Vai Namaha Ruddhi, Bhave Diti, Abhave Lakshmi, Nati Bhave Medha, Bhajashvamang Kanti, Bhava Sudha, Udbhavaya Prabha, Isana Sarvavidyanam Sasinni, Ishvara Sarvabhutanam Avayada, Brahmadhipatir, Brahmandodhipatir, Brahman Brahmishthada, Shivome Astu Marichayi, Sadasivaha Jwalini. The impersonal Brahman is unknown even to other directors of the material creation, including Lord Brahmā, Lord Indra, and even Lord Viṣṇu. This doesn't mean, however, that Lord Viṣṇu is not omniscient. Lord Viṣṇu is omniscient, but he doesn't need to understand what is going on in his all-pervading expansion. Therefore, in Bhagavad-gītā, the Lord says that although everything is an expansion of him, Maya tatam idam sarvam, he doesn't need to take care of everything, na chaham tesu avasthitaha, since there are various directors like Lord Brahmā, Lord Śiva and Indra. This is its canto chapter 7, text 31. This chapter, here, Prajapatis are offering prayers to Lord Śiva. Here in this verse they say, O Girisa, Lord Girisa, since the impersonal Brahman effulgence is transcendental to the material modes of goodness, passion and ignorance, the various directors of this material world certainly cannot appreciate it or even know where it is. It is not understandable even to Lord Brahmā, Lord Viṣṇu, or King of Heaven, Mahendra. In purport, my revered spiritual master, Srila Prabhupada, explained, as it is said, even it is unknown to Lord Viṣṇu, but it doesn't mean that Viṣṇu doesn't know it. Here he explains very clearly. Lord Viṣṇu is omniscient, but he doesn't need to understand what is going on in his all-pervading expansion. Therefore, in Bhagavad-gītā, the Lord says that although everything is an expansion of him, Maya tatam idam sarvam, he doesn't need to take care of everything. Na chaham tesu avasthita. Since there are various directors like Lord Brahmā, Lord Śiva and Indra. This is most important, therefore, repeatedly say this thing. Yesterday evening also in Srimad Bhagavad-gītā we are discussing that thing. And Krishna also says, Tatamang tattva-jñāna visate tadanantaram. It's a question of tattva-jñāna. To know it in tattva, in reality, in essence. We have two types of considerations. One is apparent consideration and it is absolute consideration. Apad-vicāra and tattva-vicāra. Do you understand? We have two considerations. Apad-vicāra and tattva-vicāra. Apparent consideration and absolute consideration. But our all discussions, the Vaishnava philosophy, is based on tattva-vicāra, not in apparent consideration. This is most important thing. In Srimad Bhagavad-gītā, you find this repeatedly. It has been stressed upon to know tattva. Even jo vechi tattva to tyakta punar janma naiti sammangeti Arjuna. Janma karma unchame divyam. Even jo vechi tattva to tyakta punar janma naiti sammangeti Arjuna. Tadavang tattva gyantva visate tanantaram. In Bhagavad-gītā repeatedly says, if someone knows me in tattva, he must go to me. There is no doubt. He will never take birth again here, in this material world. Tadavang tattva gyantva visate tadanantaram. After knowing me in tattva, he can enter. He will be eligible to enter into my kingdom, otherwise not eligible. Yesterday we were discussing the verse in Bhagavad-gītā, that it is also said. Namang navijanati tattvena ata chyavanti te. Do you understand? Navijanati tattvena ata chyavanti te. If someone cannot understand me in tattva, he must fall down here. He cannot enter into my kingdom. This is most important thing. So, as it is said here, it is not understandable even to Lord Brahmā, Lord Viṣṇu or King of Śiva and Mahendra. One can say, it is not understandable to Lord Viṣṇu. How is it? Viṣṇu is omniscient, Viṣṇu knows everything. How is it that Lord Viṣṇu doesn't know it? What is said? It will be very, very confusing. If someone takes this tattva-vicāra, apparent consideration, do you understand? So, tattva-charya, my Guru Maharaj is tattva-charya. He knows tattva. And Bhagavad-gītā said that thing. Tadvidhi pranipātena pariprasnena sevaya. You see, if you want to know this tattva, you must approach a tattva-darśī, a tattva-charya, a tattva-jñāta, and has seen tattva, and knows tattva, an acharya of tattva, tattva-charya. You must approach such a person. Tadvidhi pranipātena pariprasnena sevaya upadekhyanti te jnānam jnānina tattva-darśina. These are required. Pranipato, pariprasna and seva. Three things. Three things are required to know this tattva. You must approach such a person, such a tattva-charya, and surrender yourself completely at his lotus feet. This is pranipata. Pranipata means here, pranipata, general literal meaning is paying obeisances. Literal meaning. But pranipata here means completely surrender yourself at the lotus feet of that tattva-charya. This is most important thing. Prahlāda Mahārāja has also said that thing. In 7th canto Srimad Bhagavatam, you will find that thing. First surrender, then listen. He has said, first surrender, then listen. Otherwise you cannot listen. No. Those who have not surrendered, they can't listen. This tattva-jnana will never enter into them. No. Apparently or externally, they may be listening, but they are not listening. They are not listening. It enters into this ear and goes away by this ear. Never goes deep into the heart. You understand? So this is most important. Who is listening? One who has surrendered. One who has completely surrendered to the Acharya, he can listen. So while listening, one should pay concentrated attention. Otherwise, mind is so fickle. It's very fickle. Mind will be hovering here and there. What is going on? It will never enter into you. So, first thing, concentrated attention. And the second thing, first thing is the complete surrender. You must completely surrender unto the Acharya. It's pranipata, then pariprasna, then seva. Then humbly inquire, put questions on tattva. You must put questions. Because you are curious. If you are curious enough, very serious enough to know this tattva. Because unless one knows this tattva, he cannot enter into the Lord's kingdom. Lord says it very clearly. Tadamam tattva gyantva visati tanantaram na vijanati tattvena atatyavanti te. If someone cannot understand me in tattva, he must fall down. He cannot enter into my kingdom. If our goal is go back home, back to Godhead, as my revered spiritual master says, repeatedly says, go back home, back to Godhead. How can? How can you go back? How can you go? Unless you know this in tattva. Know Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead in tattva, or Bhagavad-gītā, the teachings of Krishna in tattva. You cannot enter back, enter into the God's kingdom. You must fall down. That day I was telling, this is like receiving passport and visa granted. Do you understand? One should have passport first, then visa granted to enter into the other geographical territory. Otherwise you'll be pushed out, get out. Not allowed, isn't it? This is like that. If you are serious enough to go back home, back to Godhead, enter into the Lord's kingdom, you should know it. This is visa granted. You understand? Visa issuing officer is spiritual master who knows tattva. He will issue visa. Surrender himself, humbly inquire. This is pariprashna. Tattva-jñāsa, athato brahma-jñāsa, or tattva-jñāsa, jivasya tattva-jñāsa nartha-jasceho karma-bhi. Srimad Bhagavatam says, jivasya tattva-jñāsa nartha-jasceho karma-bhi. Here jiva means literal meaning living entity. You understand? So, who will do tattva-jñāsa? Except human being. Can any other living being other than human being can do it? Tattva-jñāsa? No, he cannot do. He cannot do. Only human being can do. Why? Why? Why the other living beings cannot do? And why the human being can do? Why?
Form, the highest form, which God has given intelligence to make inquiries.
Yes, durlabham janmam, rarely obtained. Manusam janmam durlabham. But that thing, I was telling that there are 5 levels of consciousness. You understand? I've already told. You know? Correct? Have you remembered it? No. Entering into this year, going away by this year. I say, how many are listening? I have already told it. 5 levels of consciousness. Avrita cetana, sankuchita cetana, mukulita cetana, vikachita cetana, purna vikachita cetana. In English, these are Sanskrit names. You understand? In English, covered consciousness. Avruta cetana. Covered consciousness. Consciousness is covered up. Do you understand? And the consciousness of trees and mountains, they are under this level of consciousness. Covered consciousness. Do you understand? Avruta cetana. Then sankuchita cetana. Contracted consciousness. Do you understand? Contracted consciousness. The other species, other than human beings, they are under this consciousness, contracted consciousness. Then mukulita cetana, vikachita cetana, and purna vikachita cetana. Within these 3 levels of consciousness, human beings are there. You understand? Mukulita means just beginning to blossom. It's mukulita consciousness. Cetana, consciousness. because he is a half-blossomed. Half-blossomed. As a flower is blossoming. Flower is in a bud form now. First it is in a bud form. Then begins to blossom. Slightly, then half, then complete blossom. Purna vikacita cetana. You understand? So within these three levels of consciousness, human beings are there. The consciousness of human beings is something superior to those of others. Isn't it? So, the other species, other animals, they cannot inquire about it because their consciousness is so low. It's covered or contracted. You understand? Only human being can because they have superior consciousness. And the highest level of consciousness is Purna Vikacita Cetana, completely blossomed, and one can attain that highest level. That opportunity has been given in this very form of life, human form of life. So human form of life is known as Durlabham, rarely achieved. You understand? And this opportunity has been given. And he is an intelligent person, man, who will achieve, who makes effort to achieve the highest level of consciousness. Thereby, he will make his life successful. That is the supreme perfection of life. You understand? Who doesn't make any effort to achieve the highest stage of consciousness, level of consciousness, getting human form of life, then what is he? He is an ignorant fool, foolish person. He must be degraded to animal species. Krishna say, I have given you opportunity, you rascal. What did you do? You didn't achieve highest perfection in this very life. The opportunity is given for very short time. Isn't it? Time is very short. First I spoke, I told you how Maharaj Parikshit was so anxious. How can I achieve the highest perfection within very short time? Only 7 days of time is there, my lifespan. You see, how anxious he was. And he achieved. Within 7 days he achieved. Do you understand? And Sukadeva Goswami says, oh, Parikshit Maharaj, you have enough time. You have 7 days. Do you understand? You have 7 days. But in second canto, Srimad Bhagavatam said that Maharaj, what is his name? Who had only one movement. Khatwanga Maharaj. Yes. He had only one movement. He achieved his supreme perfection within one movement. You have 7 days. Enough time. You understand? So, you listen to Srimad Bhagavatam. You understand? Had he achieved? With concentrated attention, he surrendered completely unto the lotus feet of Sukadeva Goswami and listened. With concentrated attention. Isn't it, parrot? You are not listening. Though I say, you cannot remember it, you cannot understand it. Entering into this year, going out of this year. Because we are not serious. We are not serious. We are not so much eager. There is no eagerness with us to inquire about tattva, how to achieve the supreme perfection. We are very, very superfluous. Superfluous. Do you understand? And Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami, Prabhupada Maharaj also says that thing. Many are coming and to listen, to have association with sadhu. Association with sadhu means to listen to sadhu, to hear what sadhu says. But how many are listening? How many are hearing? In whose ears the katha enters? This is the question. You understand? How many? Take the statistics. Very meager. Do you understand? Because we are not serious, we are very superfluous. We have no inquiry at all. Jasyang Vaishriyamānayang Krishne Paramapuruse Bhakti Utpadate Punsa Soka Moho Bhayapaha. First I told. Only by hearing Srimad Bhagavatam from a bona fide authority, only by hearing, you will achieve the supreme perfection, the supreme bhakti, para-bhakti, by the achievement of which that there will be no lamentation, no delusion, no fear. Do you understand? Soka, moha, bhayapaha. In this material world, there is lamentation, there is fear, there is delusion. Isn't it? All are lamenting, all are in delusion, all are in a fearful state always. But jasyang vaishriyamānayang krishne paramapuruse bhakti rutvade punsa soka moho bhayapaha. Only by hearing, vaishriyamānaya means by hearing Srimad Bhagavatam from the authoritative source, bona fide authority, can one very easily develop this para-bhakti, Krishna bhakti, supreme bhakti. Then all his delusions, all his fear, all his lamentation gone. Do you understand? When Parikshit Maharaj heard the Srimad Bhagavatam from Sukadeva Goswami, he became fearless. And he said, now let thousands of takshakas come, kuhakas come and bite me. I am not afraid. You go on, continue Krishna Katha, Krishna Kirtan, go on, go on, go on. You see, this is achieved. This is such Katha. You understand? This is tattva-jñāna, imparting tattva-jñāna. Tattva-acārya will impart it. And one must approach a tattva-acārya, bona fide acārya, knows tattva, who sees tattva, tattva-drashta, tattva-jñāta, tattva-acārya. Must approach. Tad-vigyārtham sa guru-evavi gacchet samitpāni satriyam brahmanishtam. Upanishad says. Tad-vigyārtham sa guru-evavi gacchet samitpāni satriyam brahmanishtam. Satriyam. Guru must be satriya. Guru must come in hearing process. Hearing, not in speculative process. There are two processes. Hearing process and speculative process. In other words, descending process and ascending process, inductive process and deductive process. These are different things. But our process is descending process, hearing process, not this ascending process. Those are speculators, Mayavadis, they only speculate. They want to understand, they make effort to understand the absolute truth by their own speculation, by dint of their own intelligence, own mundal learning, study. But they failed. They failed. You understand? But they failed. You'll see, when Srimad Mahaprabhu, after taking of sannyas, went to Puridham, his mother Sachimata said, he was going to Vrindavan. His mother Sachimata said, no, you go to Purushottam Dham. So I will get your message, I may see you. So he went there, obeying order of his mother Sachimata. So Mahaprabhu was Matru Bhakta. Do you understand? Matru Bhakta. Matru means mother. Bhakta, you know, devotee. Devotee of his mother. Very affectionate. Whatever mother says, he does. So when Mahaprabhu, I cannot resist myself when I speak about Mahaprabhu. So you may excuse me. This is by reference, I tell you. When Mahaprabhu took up sannyas, his elder brother had already taken up sannyas, Vishwarup. And Mahaprabhu had given words to Sachimata. No, I'll leave, I'll marry. So he married. He became householder. But at last, at the age of 24, he took up sannyas. So Sachimata was lamenting, crying. Sachimata was lamenting and crying. Nimai took sannyas. Now you leave me. Then affection, much affection. Sachimata was asking, oh Nimai, what shall I do? Shall I drown myself in the Ganges? Commit suicide? You are living? What shall I do? Why shall I survive? You are living. You took sannyas. Mahaprabhu consoled her. Oh mother, don't lament. Don't lament. What it says in Chaitanya Bhagavata, Chaitanya Mangal, it is written there. Ane tonoy ane rojoto suborno. You can understand Bengali. Ane tonoy ane rojoto suborno. Khaile binash jay nohe paro dharma. Ani debo. Krishna prema hena dhana. Generally, a son, what does he do? He earns money, brings some silver or gold to his parents. If you just enjoy it, you'll die. You cannot achieve the Param Dharma, supreme Dharma. But I am going to bring some ratna, some very invaluable wealth. Krishna prema hena dhana. That is Krishna prema hena dhana. That dhana is Krishna prem. That wealth is, invaluable wealth is Krishna prem. Love of Krishna. Do you understand? Tirtharaj Prabhu. You may excuse me, I am speaking something Mahajans have spoken. It's their own languages. If you cannot understand, please tell me. I'll try my best to explain it in English. I am very poor in English. Understand? Ami ani deva Krishna prema hena dhana. Sokal sampada boy Krishna charana. The lotus feet of Krishna is the source of all wealth. No other son brings this thing I am going to bring. And he also says, oh mother, I am always with you. Don't think that I am separated. I am always with you. And that mention is there. Every day Sachimata cooks food for Nimai and offers it. And Nimai comes and eats it. Nimai comes and eats it. Though he was there taking of sannyas in Purushottam Dham, he comes to Nadia. Takes. Oh mother, I am always with you. I am always with you. Don't think I am separated. If someone will say, Sachinandan, name the son of Sachimata, I will be very much pleased because Mahaprabhu was so much affectionate towards his mother. If only someone will utter the name of Sachi, he will get my mercy. I am so much pleased with him. I will be. Always say Sachinandan Gauranga. Don't say only Gauranga. Sachinandan Gauranga. Mahaprabhu will be very much pleased. You see how smiling. Sachinandan Gauranga. Don't say only Gauranga. Mahaprabhu has given words to his mother. So when the Mahaprabhu came, taking of sannyas to Purushottam Dham, and when he met, there was a meeting between Sarvam Bhattacharya and Mahaprabhu. First Mahaprabhu entered into Lord Jagannath's temple. Oh, beloved of my heart, Lord Jagannath showed him Shyam Sundar Rupa, and Radha Baba was predominating in Mahaprabhu, though he is Krishna himself. But Radha Baba was predominating. He himself says, Gauranga nahe moro radhanga sparsana. Gauranga nahe moro radhanga sparsana. Gopendra suto vina ano na kore sparsana. This is not the body of Gauranga, this is the body of Radha. Do you understand, Tirtharaj Prabhu? Only Gopendra Sutta, only the son of Nanda Maharaj can touch this body. Nobody else can touch this body. The Radha Bhav is predominating. So, when Lord Jagannath showed him Shyam Sundar Rupa, he felt fainted, unconscious. And Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya was there at that time because he had gone there to have the darshan of Lord Jagannath. So he carried away with this man, unconscious, Gauranga to his residence. So at that time in Chaitanya Charitamrita you'll find there was discussion between Gopinathacharya and Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya. Gopinathacharya was his brother-in-law. Gopinathacharya was a devotee, whereas Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya is Mayavadi, follower of Shankaracharya, speculator. Gopinathacharya tried his best to convince him that Mahaprabhu is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. But he failed. Because these speculators, they only speculate. They don't accept tattva. Then his followers said, how to say that he is Supreme Personality of Godhead? He said, Shastra Praman. Evidence given in Shastra. Then Gopinath, I will say that Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya. How to say? In Shastra, in Bhagavad, it says Trijugodha. Trijuga means he comes in three jugas. Satya, Treta, Dvapar. Never comes in Kali Yuga. Now how to say it? This is apparent consideration, not tattva-vicāra. They don't know tattva. These Mayavadi speculators. They don't know tattva. The Vaishnava knows tattva, was heard from tattva-acharya. This Shravan Pantha, Sudha Pantha, hearing process. Then Gopinath says, you are such a learned scholar, you Sarvabhauma, you don't know. Trijuga means the tattva-vicāra is in three jugas, Satya, Treta and Dvapar, there are Lila avatar of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. But in Kali Yuga there is no Lila avatar, but Juga avatar is there. How it is? You see, this is tattva-vicāra, not apparent. Then his followers raised a question. Anumana pramana. They said, Anumana pramana. He said, Shastra pramana is Anuman, because they speculate Anuman pramana. And they gave a logic. They have a logic. Do you know that logic? Anuman, speculative. That is then one logic. Bandhiman dhumat. That is logic. Bandhiman dhumat. Bandhi means fire, dhuma means smoke. Where there is smoke, there is fire. This is logic. Bandhiman dhumat. So from a great distance, a mountain looks as if covered with smoke, so there is fire. This is logic. Bandhiman dhumat. Where there is smoke, there is fire. So from a great distance, a mountain looks as if it is covered with smoke. So there is fire. Go there and see whether there is fire. No fire. So how your pramana evidence is correct? Then Gopinath Acharya says, no, Anuman pramana nahe. Anuman pramana nahe. No, this is not correct proof, evidence. Shastra pramana, and again is a tattva-vicāra, not apparent. And who knows tattva? ईश्वर कृपाले से होइया छे जारे सही से ईश्वर तत्व जानी बारे पारे ईश्वर कृपाले से होइया छे जारे सही से ईश्वर तत्व जानी बारे पारे one who has got a little mercy of Ishvara, the Supreme Person, he can understand tattva, otherwise not. He quoted the verse from Srimad Bhagavad-gītā. Athapite devo padambojadaya prasadalesanugrhita evahi janati tattvam bhagavan mahimna na channache api chiram vijinvan. You see, famous verse. One who has got some mercy from the Supreme Personality of Godhead, mercy of his lotus feet, padambojadayam, his lotus feet. Janati tattva, he knows tattva. He knows tattva. Bhagavan Mahimana, glory of Bhagavan, tattva Bhagavan, he knows. Yeah, why do disturb? Not disturbance. Bhagavad-gītā is going on. It's committing offense. Don't you know it? Krishna Katha and Krishna is non-different. Isn't it? Yes. It's nectarian. Nectar is flowing. Drink, drink, drink. Borrow some belly if your belly is filled. There's no satiation in it. It's always unsatiated. So, athapi deva padam vajadaya janati tattam bhagavan mahimna prasada lesan grihita. No channi chiram vichana. Those who are speculating life after life, they cannot understand it. Speculators. It's said like that. Do you understand? So this is what our tattva-vicāra and tattva-jñāna. They are anuman praman, banniman dhumat. You see? When there is smoke, there is fire. But from a distance, the mountain looks as if covered with smoke. So there is fire, but there is no fire. Anuman praman no hai. You understand? This is our tattva-vicāra. So one must understand in tattva. So here, tattva is said, my guru-tattva. How? He said here, Lord Viṣṇu, it is not understandable even to Lord Viṣṇu. But how is it? What is tattva behind it? He has explained it. He has explained it. Lord Viṣṇu, it doesn't mean that Lord Viṣṇu is not omniscient. Lord Viṣṇu is omniscient. But it doesn't need to understand what is going on in all-pervading expansion. It doesn't mean that he doesn't know it. No, he doesn't care. It's all external. It's all external. Do you understand? Lord Viṣṇu is always in his internal potency, not in external. He doesn't care. I say this Maya is external energy. We give this example. That means that day I was telling in that Sunday congregation, there, here, that place. Maya means external. As a snake sometimes discards his outer skin and throws away. Similarly, this Supreme Lord has thrown it away. It's external. This Maya. This is Maya. It's external energy. So Lord Viṣṇu or Lord Kṛṣṇa don't care what is happening there. It doesn't mean they don't know. They don't know. No. This is tattva-vicāra. This is tattva-vicāra. And one should understand it very clearly. And repeatedly emphasis has been given to understand it in tattva, not apparent. Then you are eligible. Then you are qualified now to enter into the God's kingdom. Otherwise you will fall down. Chyavanti te tatamang tattva-jñāna viṣate tadanantaram namang abhijananti tattvena adacchyavanti te. One who cannot understand in tattva, he must fall down. This is the visa granted. Passport received and visa granted. Then you are eligible. So this is most important thing. One must approach a tattva-acharya who is very serious to know this tattva and surrender oneself, then humbly ask question, tattva-gata prashna. Question and tattva. And then serve that acharya. Satisfy him, please him. Then you can get his mercy. Then this tattva-jñāna, he will impart this tattva-jñāna, and by the mercy of Guru, that acharya, you can have it, otherwise not. Not. You cannot have it. You cannot have it. You cannot acquire this knowledge by dint of his own speculation, own mundane intelligence, or own mundane scholarship. No. Only by Krupa, only by the mercy of that acharya. You understand? It's the only thing. And these speculators, these Mayavadis, those who want to merge in the Brahma Jyoti, do you understand? they are unintelligent fellows. Though they think themselves to be very, very intelligent. Very, very intelligent. Do you understand? And that is stated also in 10th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam. Janyarvindakhe vimuktamaninas tvayastabhavad abhisuddha buddhaya arvya krishna param padam tata padantyadha anadruta jasmadangraya. This prayer offered by the demigods, offered by Brahma, headed by Brahma, demigods headed by Brahma, and Krishna was going to appear from the womb of Devaki in the prison house of Kansha. This is known as Garbhastuti. Garbhastuti, Garbha means womb. Krishna was there in the womb. At that time, demigods went there and offered prayer. This is one of Garbhastuti. Janyarvindakhe vimuktamaninas tvayastabhavad abhisuddha buddhaya arvya krishna param padam tata padantyadha anadruta jasmadangraya. Anya means others. Those are not devotees, non-devotees, speculators, mayavadis, karmis, jnanis, yogis. These are anya. Do you understand? Arabindakya vimuktamaniyastu yastabhavad avisuddha buddha. Avisuddha buddha means impure intelligence. They don't care to take shelter at your lotus feet. Oh Lord, they want to merge in that Brahman effulgence. By merging into Brahman effulgence, they think themselves, now I become Narayana, I become Lord now. You see, they say like that. But their intelligence is impure, avisuddha buddhaya. They undergo very severe penance, very severe, Kṛṣṇa sadhana, very severe penance to go there. After that, they think that now I am Narayana, now I have become Narayana, Lord, one with the Lord. Avisuddha buddhaya. That intelligence is impure intelligence. They cannot stay there. Padanti adho. Again fall down here. Again fall down here. From that Brahman effulgence, they fall down here. Padanti adho. Because they have disregarded your lotus feet. They have not taken shelter at your lotus feet. Do you understand? One who takes shelter at your lotus feet will never fall down. He will never fall down. This verse says clearly. You understand? One has taken shelter at the lotus feet of Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, he will never fall down. The next verse says, Na tatha te madhava kaschit brashyanti. The next verse says, O Madhava, your devotees, dear devotees, those who have taken shelter of lotus feet, they never fall down. They never fall down. You understand? Because Krishna takes care. Suppose we give you example. You have a son. I have seen your son. Your little son catching hold of your hand. You went to the roof of this building. And both father and son are moving there. So by chance, if the son goes at the edge of the roof, is about to fall down, but what will do? He'll drag him, pull him up. Isn't it? He'll never fall down. You understand? Father takes care. Na tathāti madhava kvacit brahyanti. O Madhava, your devotees never fall down. Those who have taken shelter at lotus feet, you protect them. Do you understand? That is there. But these persons, Mayavadi speculators, they fall down from that highest position, the Brahman Jyoti, Padantyada, and their intelligence is impure, avisuddha buddhaya, avisuddha buddhaya. Pure intelligence comes from Krishna. Material intelligence means impure intelligence. Impure intelligence. Pure intelligence comes from Krishna. 10th chapter Bhagavad-gītā, Krishna said that thing. Tesang sattva-juktānaṁ bhasatāṁ pritipurvakam dadāmi buddhi-yogam tam jena mang upajanti te. 10th chapter Bhagavad-gītā. Those who are always with Lord doing my bhajan, always attached to me, not for a single moment they are detached from me. I give them intelligence. Buddhi yogam dadami. I give them intelligence. That is pure intelligence. By dint of that intelligence, they will come to me. Mang upajanti. They will come to me and they will never fall down. But this Mayavadis, those who aspire, want to merge in the Brahman effulgence, their intelligence impure, they after observing very severe penance, go there, but they fall down. Mayavadis. You understand? And this is what here says about Brahman effulgence. And Lord Viṣṇu doesn't care. That is thought now. I'll care about it. Doesn't mean that Lord Viṣṇu doesn't know it. He is omniscient. This is tattva. Any question? Yes?
Parikshit Maharaj, he was very qualified to hear. But as you were saying, not many people know, so interested in hearing. And also we can read Srila Prabhupada when he first came to the West, he was introducing that everybody should chant japa many rounds every day, but he was finding that not so much attention span was there.
Yes.
So maybe can you explain how actual doing some service also is also like hearing?
I can develop interest in hearing.
How we can develop interest in hearing, but how also there must also be service.
Yes.
So how this
Hearing is the service also. Navadha bhakti. Bhakti means service. Bhaj dhatu. The Sanskrit word bhaj, the root. Bhakti word comes from bhaj dhatu. Bhaj means seva. You understand? Bhakti means the service offered to Krishna is bhakti. The Sravanam is also bhakti. Sravanam, Kirtanam, Viṣṇu, Smaranam, Radha Sevanam. Navadha, 9 types, isn't it? And Sravana is the beginning. Your service begins from ear, Tirtharaj Prabhu. Ear. All your limbs will be engaged. Do you understand? You will render service through all your limbs. Or how to serve? Isn't it? Sagi Gopal Prabhu. How can ear serve? The service of the ear. Service begins from ear. Service begins from the ear. One who doesn't hear, he cannot render service unto Krishna. Mind it carefully. You understand? He cannot render. He will be a speculator. He must be a speculator. Oh, maybe like that. I can do like that. Perhaps. Maybe. He is a speculator. One who hears is not speculator. He says, Sudekhitam patham. Bhagavatam says, Sudekhita. You want to see Lord? You want to see Lord? How can you see? How can you see Lord? Naham prakasa sarvasya yogamaya samabrita mudhayam abhijanati. Krishna says in Bhagavad-gītā, though he is all pervading, he is everywhere, but he says, I do not myself before everybody. I am covered up with my yogamaya. Do you understand? Mudhayam abhijanati. A rascal, Muda. Don't know me. Do you understand? Prahlāda Mahārāja could see the Supreme Lord in a stone pillar, but his demoniac father couldn't see. You see, this is, he was there in stone pillar. Prahlāda Mahārāja could see, but his demoniac father couldn't see. So he says, I don't manifest myself to everybody, though he is there. How could Prahlāda Mahārāja see? Why couldn't his demoniac father see? This is the question. The difference. Because Prahlāda Mahārāja had Krishna Katha, tattva-jñāna from Narada Muni, his spiritual master. Do you understand? Whereas this demon had not heard. He has abhas of hearing, isn't it? And his son, Prahlāda Mahārāja, saying, he has abhas, he became angry, he became enemy to his son. He tried so many ways to kill his son, you see. It's a demon. Do you understand? So this hearing is the beginning process. If you can hear, then you can see. It says, Srute Kita Patham. Srute Kita Patham. Sruto Ikita. Sruta means hearing, Ikita means seeing. Do you understand? Hearing, then see. If you won't hear, you can't see him. No? Do you understand? Srute Kita Patham. And we also say, that is in Brahma Samhita. Premanjana churito bhakti vilochanena santa sadaiva hrudayesu vilokayanti jasyama sundarang achintya guna surupam govindang adi purusam tamam bhajami. Said, do you understand? Who sees? What type of vision is required to see Supreme Lord? Huh? You see Supreme Lord. What type of vision is required? Premanjana churita bhakti vilochanena. You see, this type of vision was anointed premanjan, the ointment of prem in his eyes. Do you understand? Bhakti vilochana, bhakti chakshu, eye of devotion was received and endowed with. He can see Shyam Sundar Rupa, within and without. You understand? Now, where is that ointment? Is there any industry where it is manufactured? We'll get it, or purchase it, or we'll be wholesaler of it. Where is it? Where is that ointment? Then I'll bring it and smear it on my eyes so I can see. You will never find such anywhere in any industries there. How it is received? It is only by hearing. Only by hearing. That industry is here. We have opened industry. Proprietor is that tattva-vicāra who knows Krishna. Krishna Katha. He is manufacturing. And if you just hear submissively what I say you, surrender and hear, then automatically that ointment will be smeared into your eyes and you can see. You see? Oh. Smiling. So effulgent. You understand? Otherwise you cannot see. You understand? Tirtharaj proof. This is process. And most important is sadhu sangha. Sadhu sangha. Association of sadhus. Pure Vaishnava sadhus. Do you understand? This is most important thing. Sadhu sangha means hearing from sadhu. Doesn't mean any other thing. Is sangha. Is sangha. Submissively hears. And gets sadhu krupa. Mercy of sadhu. Then you can hear and you can develop also. Develop interests. You understand? This develop interest. This is the only means. By the association of proper sadhu. Pure sadhu. Sadhu in the true sense of the term. You understand? Is sadhu. Thereby one can develop. Thereby. No other way is there. Alright? Yes?
Maharaj said if we don't hear properly, we can't see properly.
No. If you can't hear properly, you can't see properly. One story, let me say. Shall I tell you a story? Yeah. One bhakta was there, very dear devotee. He had a temple. He had installed Radha Krishna. You understand? Like Sakhi Gopal Das servant. That Gopal deity came to give witness, you see. Sakhi Gopal, that Gopal deity was there. You understand? Very dear devotee of Gopal. And once there was a very big bunch of banana. It was ripened in his garden. He brought it and gave it to Pujari. Pujari, you take this banana, you should offer Gopal. Then he had some other business to go out for some distance. So he was absent for 4 or 5 days. You understand? After returning, he came to the temple to greet deities, see deities. He saw. Then he called Pujari. Pujari, had you offered banana? I had given you? Oh, yes. Maharaj. For how many days did you offer? 1 day, once. What did you do? So much ripe banana you offered once. Oh, Gopal is suffering. So much mucus. So much this thing coming from his eyes. Coughing. Fever. What you have done, you rascal? How could you see this thing? But Pujari couldn't see. Do you understand me? What I say? Call Kaviraj, call Kaviraj. So Kaviraj came, please give medicine. And Gopal is suffering. This rascal Pujari offered so much banana at a time. So cough and cold and fever, mucus is coughing. Oh. You see? You understand? How? You see deities. You are coming and seeing. What do you see? You have a proper vision, then you can see. If deity is morose or deity is happy. Prabhupada used to come to see everyday deities. He looks, if there is something wrong, calls Pujari. What have you done? You have committed some offense. Deities are not happy. Morose. You see, chastising. Do you understand, Tirtharaj Prabhu? Thank you. It's nice. I have. Hey, thank you very much for your association.
Thank you very much for coming.